Coronation Street is lining up all kinds of drama next week on the ITV soap, including a possible exit and a whodunit. Returning villain Nathan Curtis finds himself the victim of a brutal attack next week, with a number of residents in the frame. Elsewhere, and fellow villain Rowan Cunliffe is caught out when someone from his past exposes what he is hiding. This discovery leads to a temporary exit for one soap character, but it's not the only discovery next week. By something he finds out, while Steve McDonald is left saddened by some news about his ex Tracy Barlow. That shush is kept hidden for decades, leading to some upsetting news. Here are the biggest moments happening on the ITV soap next week. Rowan exposed soap watchers will recall that Rowan has targeted Leanne Battersby with his self-improvement group The Institute. Rowan has also been pulling Leanne away from partner Nick Tilsley and even her sister Toya Battersby during her time of need. Rowan has been encouraging Leanne to open up about her past and the trauma she has faced, using his tools and guiding her to speak aloud about parts of her life. In a shock twist, Rowan was recently revealed to be recording everything Leanne was saying without her knowledge. Of course, viewers will recall that Toya has been concerned for Leanne and extremely skeptical of Rowan. In upcoming scenes next week, Toya is determined to expose Rowan as she finds a forum for ex-members of the Altovalent Institute. She tries to show Leanne a post she's seen, suggesting that the Institute is not to be trusted, only to discover it's been taken down for legal reasons. Leanne is dismissive but calls Rowan to double-check, who makes out that his bitter ex wrote it and there's no truth in her words. It's not long until Rowan reveals that he's been promoted to head of the Northwest Division during the call and offers Leanne a tour of the Institute, leaving Leanne flattered over the opportunity. Later in the week, things take another worrying turn when Leanne explains to Simon that she met a guy called Jared at the Institute who'd be happy to help him set up his food delivery app. A skeptical Toya listens in and is concerned when Simon reveals that Jared's agreed to meet him and he'll need to borrow some money, leaving her worried it's yet another scam. Desperate to prove her suspicions, Toya studies Rowan's page and copies a number into her phone, where she later meets with Rowan's ex, Una, and explains how her sister has become embroiled in the Institute and she's worried she might be in danger. Later in the week, Leanne attempts to leave for the retreat as Toya begs her to reconsider. Bernie's secret revealed. Coronation Street's Bernie Winter finds her sad secret exposed next week on the ITV soap. The character is forced to admit what she has been hiding for decades, and what her ex Denny has over her. Viewers have seen the character struggling recently, amid her son Paul Foreman's motor neurone disease diagnosis. With Paul only having months left to live, Bernie was determined to keep her ex Denny away from him after he headed to the street last week. But Denny claimed to know a secret of hers and threatened to expose it, leaving her visibly panicked. Since then, Shush has been acting out of character and clearly hiding something, and now spoilers have revealed all. In upcoming scenes, Bernie breaks down and reveals her secret after concern from her daughter Gemma Winter. What she has to say leaves another character reeling, and it leads to a sad death twist. After lying about her whereabouts and her keep disappearing, Bernie is forced to confess all. Her partner Dev Allahan does some digging before confronting her, leading to her falling apart and admitting she has a secret son no one knows about. She reveals she had a child named Zodiac who was taken into care, before being adopted. Whodunnit. Coronation Street will see a new whodunnit next week as one character is left for dead. It comes as Bethany Platt quizzes PC Craig Tinker about Nathan's alibi, in regards to Lauren Bolton's murder. It's not long until Craig lets slip that Nathan was with his girlfriend and she works at a nail bar in town, to which Bethany points out that he was running a tanning salon when he groomed her. Meanwhile, Bethany's mum Sarah confides in Gary Windass that she's worried about her daughter as she's become fixated on trying to pin Lauren's murder on Nathan. Later, Daniel and Bethany are shocked to be confronted by Nathan, who accuses Bethany of harassing his girlfriend. After the ordeal, David, Sarah and Gary discuss Nathan in the Rovers and agree that something has to be done before he ruins Bethany's life all over again. It's not long until a mystery person takes action as over on the building site, a hooded figure approaches and strikes Nathan over the head, leaving him unconscious. Following the incident, Bethany mulls over who Nathan's attacker might be while Shona Platt quizzes David about the stain on his jeans, not convinced by his story. David insists to Bethany and Sarah he's innocent, but Shona soon proves he was at the building site when Nathan was attacked due to a tracking app. This leads to David admitting he witnessed the attack, but wasn't responsible, leaving Bethany convinced that Daniel is to blame. Will she be proved right, or is it someone else in a shock twist? Lauren twist. Coronation Street may be lining up a new suspect in the Lauren murder case according to spoilers. Roy Cropper is currently in the frame, being sent to prison after police claimed there was enough evidence to confirm he is Lauren's killer. We don't yet know if Lauren is definitely dead, but blood and human tissue traces found at her flat, along with a weapon, have left detectives convinced she has been killed. Poor Roy can't prove his innocence, and his solicitor D.D. Bailey is desperate to find out the truth to free him. There could be a turning point in the case next week, as spoilers reveal some text messages are unearthed. They could indicate what really happened to Lauren and who was involved, and it could certainly change everything. It's not been revealed what is said in the messages and who has sent him to Lauren. Dee takes a call from the CPS informing her that they have some news regarding Lauren's phone messages. They've been analyzed, and it seems there's been a discovery linked to them, while viewers will have to tune in next week to find out what they mean. Tracy Barlow News. Coronation Street airs news about Tracy Barlow next week on the ITV soap, weeks on from her sudden exit. The character, played by Kate Ford, left the street recently after decades, wanting to start a new life abroad with new lover Tommy Orpington. She had just cheated on Steve McDonald, before brutally ending their marriage. Since then, Tracy has been AWOL after an abrupt departure, with her not appearing to be returning. The soap has yet to confirm if she is gone for good though, or if she will return. Steve is still struggling with the betrayal and trying to get his life back on track, sparking up a new romance with new character Demi. But H is clearly not over recent events, and a discovery about Tracy leaves him upset. Next week, Steve is furious as he reads an article about Weatherfield County's plans to honor footballer Tommy by commissioning a bust of him. Steve fumes over his former idol, leaving new partner Demi a bit confused. As she asks why he hates Tommy so much, Steve is forced to share his heartbreak and how wife Tracy had an affair with him. That's not all though, as a further discovery later on in the week leaves him seeking comfort from pal Tim Metcalf once more. He comes across some images of Tracy on her social media page, which show her living her best life with Tommy in the Med. Tracy is shown paragliding with her new man, clearly enjoying herself, which leaves Steve hurt. Kevin makes a discovery. Coronation Street has teased a new mystery plot for Kevin Webster, with him set to make a discovery. The character is said to be left rattled on the ITV soap, according to spoilers, as he spots something on an online forum that worries him. It comes amid a tough time at the garage he owns, with business drying up. He confides in his sister Debbie Webster about business being slow, and H is keen to get customers back in. Max Turner offers him help with a new website to help promote the business. As he shows him a mock-up of the website and design, he explains that if they want him to go ahead it will cost £1,000. The news shocks Kevin, and he refuses to pay that amount of money for the website. But something that happens later on leaves him startled, while it's not clear what it is that H has seen. Kevin is scanning the Weatherfield County Football Club chat forum, with people commenting about the team and such. But as he browses the forum on son Jack's laptop, something catches his eye that leaves him seriously rattled. What has he seen, and why is it bothering Kevin so much? Coronation Street airs Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and ITVX. Follow Mirror Celebs and TV on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.